Welcome to Working Classroom Virtual Showcase titled Piece by Piece. My name is Elizabeth Ortiz, and I'm a mother of one of the students at Working Classroom. I am also part of the board of directors. I, along with my daughter, Julissa Rivera, will be hosting this show. We are coming to you live from the Sanitary Tortilla Factory here in Albuquerque downtown area. In this hour, we'll be showcasing a student work from our spring semester that unfortunately was disrupted by the pandemic. We know this pandemic has caused so much stress in our Albuquerque families, and Working Classroom wants to wish you all safety and well-being. We hope that this next hour will bring to you and yours during these difficult times. For the next hour, we'll be doing a walkthrough of the space, presenting the spring workshops along with our guest instructors. We know that these are financially trying times for everyone, but even so more for Working Classroom students who come from impacted communities. Some of the artwork will be available for sale, and we hope you can support them by buying some of their pieces. Our Working Classroom staff will give you a quick information of who they are and what do they do, so please join us. Bienvenidos al evento virtual de Working Classroom, llamado Pieza por Pieza. Mi nombre es Elizabeth Ortiz, yo soy la mamá de uno de los estudiantes de Working Classroom y también formo parte de la mesa directiva de Working Classroom. Mi hija Julissa Rivera y yo estaremos guiando el evento. Estamos llegando a ti en vivo desde la Galería de Arte Sanitary Tortilla Factory, ubicada en el centro de Albuquerque. En esta hora vamos a exhibir el trabajo de los estudiantes de nuestro semestre de primavera, que desafortunadamente fue interrumpido por la pandemia. Sabemos que esta pandemia ha causado mucho estrés a nuestras familias de Albuquerque, y Working Classroom les desea seguridad y bienestar. Esperamos que esta próxima hora les traiga luz a ustedes y a los suyos durante estos tiempos difíciles. Durante la próxima hora haremos un recorrido por el espacio presentando los talleres de primavera junto con sus instructores invitados. Sabemos que en estos tiempos económicamente difíciles para todos, pero aún más para nuestros estudiantes de Working Classroom, que provienen de comunidades totalmente afectadas. Algunas de las obras estarán disponibles a la venta y esperamos que nos puedan comprar alguna de sus obras. Nuestro personal de Working Classroom les dará una introducción rápida de quiénes son y a qué hacen. Así que únanse a nosotros.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Maria, and I'm the Executive Director at Working Classroom, and I'm excited that you tuned in this evening. Working Classroom is a youth arts education center located just south of downtown in the historic Morelos neighborhood. We have programming in visual, theater, and media arts for youth ages 11 to 18, all year round. Tonight's show is a little bit different in presentation, but not quality. Students, staff, and teaching artists worked together to reimagine finishing up the spring semester amidst the pandemic shutdowns. And I'm proud to be part of a creative team who worked to make this show happen. Typically at Working Classroom art events, youth artists who sell their art get 70% of the sales. However, tonight, in the spirit of supporting Albuquerque's creative economy, and particularly youth artists, 100% of the sales go to the youth artists. So please, be generous in purchasing art tonight. I'd like to thank our generous funders, Albuquerque Community Foundation, the City of Albuquerque, 21st Century Community Learning Center, and the New Mexico Public Education Department, Mccune Foundation, 516 Arts, and the Fulcrum Fund. Thank you to the Working Classroom Board of Directors and the Office of New Mexico State Representative Patricia Rebal Caballero And most of all, thank you, working classroom families. Super special thank you to Sherry Kreider, artist and owner of Sanitary Tortilla Factory, and Tammy at Good Sign Albuquerque. Working Classroom's visual art director will now introduce himself.
Hello everyone and welcome. I'm so excited and happy to be here with you, and I'm so glad you joined us to see this show. We just want to share with you this amazing work that our students did during our spring semester. We know that these are difficult times, but we still encourage you to please support our young artists by purchasing some of the artwork. So thanks for being here with us. And now we're going to have some words from John.
Hi everyone, John Acosta, New Media and Communications Director. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. A little bit of what I do, I handle a lot of the communications. I am also a filmmaker. I do a lot of video. I do a lot of moving image work, also a lot of photography. This semester, I also taught, but unfortunately the class was canceled. That workshop was called South Valley is a Place. It was about students creating documentaries, right? And that project was actually part of their senior action project to graduate. Unfortunately, due to the immense, work that comes with making a documentary, they had to cancel amidst the pandemic. But I just want to acknowledge those students, right? And just give them a huge thank you. And hopefully you guys can become storytellers, right, in the future. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for supporting youth art. Thank you for being part of this event. Now I'm going to introduce our second MC of the night, Julissa Rivera.
So please, if you can support this cause, please do so. It means the world to us. I will be introducing the guest artists who will then present the workshops. The first one is Manuel Hernandez, who was the guest instructor for a mosaics class titled Piece by Piece.
Welcome again, everybody. During this mosaic workshop, we focus on 3 projects. The first one is this beautiful work, and it's basically paper mosaic, and it was meant for students to practice with paper. All of these art, or a lot of it is for sale, so I will point it out to you. The second project was a collective piece that you'll see in a second, and that was an amazing piece where all the students participated. And the last project was their very unique individual piece, and you'll also see it in a minute. So we're really grateful to have you here. And let me just point out to you some of the art here. So please support us, support our young artists. A lot of this is for sale. For example, this one right here by Alyssa Johnson, $50, ready to be framed, beautiful piece. This one right here by Ruben Miller, this is not for sale, nevertheless beautiful. So again, Alyssa's for $50. This one right here by Manuel, $50, beautiful piece as well. Shale, this one is not for sale. This one right here is beautiful modern butterfly by Alessandra Gutierrez, $50. This one down here by Christian, $50. This one right here by David Berlin. This one is not for sale. The one here by Diego Majo, not for sale. This beautiful piece here by Safira Montoya, $50. And we have a couple more pieces, 3 more pieces. This one here by Jaden, $50. This one over here by Kobe, now for sale. And one last one around the corner, right here, by Emiliano Robo, now for sale. So please support us, you guys. These art is ready to be framed, beautiful work. They put a lot of love into it. Please support us.
So the pieces, what? Oh. So the pieces I'll be presenting come from students of Manuel mosaic classes. The first art piece I will be introducing were created by 21st century high school students from Native American Community Academy. And the second set were created by working classroom programming students who came from many different schools in the Albuquerque area. The first piece I'll be introducing is by Christian Alexander Herrera Poncho. The title of the piece is called Ellipsis. Christian's artist statement reads, I wanted to illustrate 2 of the most essential things in life, with the colors being able to accentuate the symbols along with the 3 dots representing the ellipsis. This piece symbolizes the ability to pause for a second and appreciate water and music. In my culture, our ceremonies, songs, and music bring water to feed our crops, and in turn we are kept alive. In this workshop, I learned a lot on how to work with glass as well as to stay safe through the process. I want to thank Working Classroom for allowing me to be part of this amazing experience and for helping my community. The price of Christian's piece is $120. Christian is 16 years old and is a student from Native American Community Academy. Thank you, Christian. The next piece I'll be introducing is by Jaden ZJ. The title of his piece is called Banana. His statement reads, my intention was to create something colorful and that people would like to look at. This is my second time making mosaics and wanted to show my favorite fruit. Taking this class, I learned how to cut glass and tiles to create something simple. The price of Jaden ZJ's piece is $31. He is 14 years old and is a student from Native American Community Academy. Thank you, Jaden ZJ. The next piece I'll be introducing is by Alyssa Johnson. The title of this piece is called The Growth of Death. The statement reads, I decided to make a skull to show how unhealthy we are treating the earth as well as humans killing themselves. The flower represents the growth of Mother Nature. I wanted to represent the toxic relationship humans have between themselves and earth as well as the negative effects that come from that. Taking this class, I learned mosaics are somewhat difficult. Cutting tiles is tiring and you really have to plan ahead and visualize the final product. The final product is rewarding. The price of Alyssa's piece is $125. Alyssa is 16 years old and is a student from Native American Community Academy. Thank you to Alyssa. I will be introducing a piece by Emiliano Rubel Reyes. The title of the piece is called Paz Brings Peace. The statement reads, I made this symbol because it represents peace and balance on earth. I believe we need more balance in our world because there is too much instability. The turquoise reminds me of sky and water. Black and white combined show we need to come together for peace. By making this piece, I learned that great things can be built one at a time. The price of Emiliano's piece is not for sale. He is 13 years old and is a student from South Valley Academy. Thank you, Emiliano. The next piece is by Manuel Aranda, aka Pebbles. The title of her piece is called Vida Arbol. Maya's statement reads, I made this piece to learn how to transform ideas and vision into a 3D art piece. I wanted to represent life, but I like for people to interpret my art however they want. During this class, I learned to transform trash into a new and beautiful art from using broken pieces of glass. The price of Maya's piece is $120. She is 15 years old and is a student from Central New Mexico Community College. Thank you to Maya. The next piece is by Safia Montoya. The title of the piece is called Amish Place. Her statement reads, my piece shows a way in which the earth will be okay. The colors I choose symbolize a healthy and happy earth. I wanted to represent this how I would like for the earth to be clean and healthy. If we don't stop what we are doing, then there won't be an earth. The price of Safia's piece is $60. She is 12 years old and is a student from Cleveland Middle School. Thank you, Safia. The next piece I'll be introducing is by me, Julissa Rivera. The title of my piece is called Endangered Family. My design is a giraffe with her offspring as a reminder that those endangered species also have families. I intend to show people a better view of what their actions could take away. I also wanted to represent that even in the hard times, families stick together. I learned that mosaics are tedious to make. The price of my piece is $120. I'm 15 years old and I'm a student of Tierra Adentro of New Mexico. The next piece is by Alessandra Guiterres. The title of her piece is called What It Is and What It Should Be. I made this piece as an insight of what we are doing to Earth. The gray and dark colors represent pollution, and the greens and blues represent fresh, clean air. By making this piece, I learned how to express something meaningful through art. I really enjoyed this project because it was fun working with all the materials. This piece is not for sale. Alessandra is 13 years old and is a student of South Valley Academy. Thank you to Alessandra. The next piece is by Chile Lily Lopez. The title of this piece is called Happy. Her statement reads, I chose to do this piece because I wanted to express my dog's happiness. I learned how to work quickly because this material, cement and grout, dries fast, and I also learned patience for myself. Thank you for taking time out to view my art. The price of Lily's piece is $100. She is 11 years old and is a student from International School of Mesa del Sol. Thank you, Lily. The next piece I'll be introducing is by Jaylee Gota Gonzalez. The title of the piece is called Tree. Jaylee's artist statement reads, I decided to make a tree to remind people that they are very important. It took me a while to finish this piece, so it presents dedication, and I learned that if you are patient, you get things done. Her piece is not for sale. Jaylee is 13 years old and is a student from South Valley Academy. Thank you, Jaylee. The next piece I'll be introducing is by Yerexi Acosta. The title of her piece is called Friendship. The statement reads, this piece represents for me the world coming together in friendship, coming together in hard times. Working with glass, I learned that 1, it is very hard to cut, and 2, to always be aware of your surroundings when other people are working next to you. The price of Yerexi's piece is $150. Yerexi is 13 years old and is a student from Corrales International School. Thank you to Yerexi. And that is all the artwork from our working classroom programming workshop, piece by piece, with guest artist Manuel Hernandez. Thank you to all the students for all their amazing artwork.
My name is James Montoya. I'm an artist here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I was privileged enough to be the teaching artist this year for the visual arts at Working Classroom. So this show here is a continuation from last semester. Last semester we learned about a lot of different art styles, art movements, different artists throughout history that used, their skills to express themselves and just how to use art as a form of self-expression. So this semester was continuing on that and, really letting the students free to express themselves however they fit. I gave some direction, but, for the main part, I wanted them to explore kind of what they wanted and what we kind of learned from the last semester. I was there to kind of guide them along and stuff like that, but here's just a small part of what we accomplished throughout the semester. It was a little hard once the pandemic hit, trying to move to an online kind of learning environment was pretty tough. So we didn't get all the pieces back in, and some of the pieces are gonna stay with the families and stuff, but I believe for the majority, most of these are gonna be for sale. So definitely check them out. On the Facebook event page, on one of the comments, there's a key with numbers for all of these. So, if you're interested, let us know which one. We'll get in touch with the artist and make sure that they get the funds and it gets to your house. Kind of like this one by Eduardo. He painted it for his uncle, but maybe you and his uncle could start having some kind of bidding war. Maybe you could put it on your wall instead, who knows. But as we continue down, I just want to showcase the work that we had throughout the class. A lot of different styles, like I said, some abstract, some expressionist. We did cartoons and iconography. We pulled a lot, about color and other representational stuff in art as well. Kind of like this piece by Wendy, she would explain that these colors, the bright colors represent like the good things and the happiness, the good part of life, but interspaced are those dark colors, that give that light, that contrast. So it's kind of like taking the bad and the good and realizing, you need kind of both to like have a full life experience. So definitely now, we're all feeling those dark colors, but maybe some of these brighter colors on your wall could brighten up your day and stuff too. So, but yeah, like I said, we were doing a lot of iconography and stuff. Jose here, giving his life in quarantine. The power of icons, making them instantly recognizable.
Sister.
Huh?
His sister.
His sister? Oh, this is his sister. I'm sorry.
It's for his sister.
Oh, it's for his sister. I was like, it has his name. I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe you could get it away from his sister too if you wanted to pay more than she does. So who knows? But yeah, just wanted to thank all my students for sticking it out through the class, even during this quarantine and stuff. They all were great, amazing students. I hope they all continue on in their work, and I want to thank Working Classroom for having me too. But I think we're going to go back to Julissa now. She's going to continue on with the show. Thanks.
We will be going to our final guest artist of the night, Ruben Olguin. Ruben did some awesome projecting mapping with Working Classroom students, and he is here to tell us more about the project, the process, and also show us a video of their work.
Hey everybody, my name is Ruben Olguin. I'm an artist in Albuquerque area. I was fortunate enough to receive a Fulcrum grant to work with students in the Morelos neighborhood to create a projection mapping project about the history of Morelos and how it's influenced the world today and the neighborhood today. And I believe the students, were amazing. Working Classroom was super awesome to be able to allow me to host this workshop using their facilities. We had a full semester where we brought the students into the class and allowed them to dig through archival footage. A lot of them had never actually gone through archives before, so it was a learning process about how to digest and understand images in archives. And so we pulled some of those archives out, whichever ones resonated with them, and talked about how those images influence the neighborhood today, and each of them created an impression of how those influence the neighborhood. And then we went to the Morelos Community Center and projected those throughout the exterior area. Because of the pandemic, we weren't allowed to have an open exhibition, so we just went, set it up, recorded all the video, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you a video of all the work that they had made, and hopefully you all enjoy it.
We hope you are having a good time, and to conclude the night, we'll give a final virtual pan of the entire room. Enjoy!
I hope you all enjoyed viewing some of the art from our youth artists from the spring semester 2020 at Working Classroom. I want to just take a moment to say this, from my heart. On March 12th, we had our students from South Valley Academy in the building, and it was lively, and they were laughing and having their snacks, and working James's patience, and really learning and interacting with each other, which I think is a really big part of our programming at for allowing us to experiment in this new way of presenting artwork. Students, we miss you, I love you.
The audio cut off.
Huh?
The audio cut off.
Uh-oh.
So, I don't know.
The whole time?
Yeah. So maybe address it.
Oh, are we back on? Sorry folks, our audio got cut out for a bit there. I don't know where it left. Where did it cut out at? In the very beginning?
I'm not sure.
Start from the top.
Yeah.
Start from the top. Okay, I have to squeeze the tears out again. Thank you everybody for joining us this evening. I hope you enjoyed the experience. This is a new experiment for Working Classroom to present art in a different way. I want to take a moment to speak a little bit from the heart. On March 12th, Thursday, March 12th, our students from South Valley Academy were in the building. They were at Working Classroom, working on their projects, wearing James's patience down and teaching him how to be a different kind of teaching artist, right? Having their snacks, interacting with each other, which is a big part of our programming. Students getting to learn how to socialize with each other and work together. Little did we know that the next day everything would be shut down. So it kind of paused. We walk into Working Classroom, it just kind of is where the students left it on that day. And it's a little empty without the students. But I assure you, when you purchase their artwork, when you look at their artwork, when you read their statements, get to know the student artists, You feel their presence and everything that they put into not just the technique and skills learned, but really a little bit about who they are as people. So students, we love you, we miss you. It's not the same without you, and we appreciate you most of all, so hang in there. Families, thank you for trusting us with your students. I'd like to say thank you to Betty, Julissa, James, Manuel, Ruben, John. We're doing our best with the social distancing, folks, but make some noise for the staff who put this together. Come on, folks, viewing us live, we can't hear you. But seriously, so now's the fun part. So I hope that you've taken out your wallets and shop, that you've saw some pieces that you really enjoy and would really like to invest in, right? It's an investment of beauty and support for youth artists. Again, a reminder, 100% of today's art sales go directly to the youth artists who created them. So thank you all, have a great evening, enjoy your families, y nos vemos pronto.
Bye.